Where do we go? The rules.
Before I call the first speaker, I'd like to go over the ground rules for tonight's proceedings. Each person will have 3 minutes to speak and give their comments. I will have a timer set at 3 minutes. When we get to 30 seconds, I'll hold a sign up. When the time goes and expires, the dinger, or the buzzer will go off, and I will be holding up a sign. Please be considerate of other speakers. And our first speaker tonight will be Dorothy Carolyn Low.
Carolyn, come on up. Oh, where?
To the mic.
Where's the mic? It's way back there.
In consideration of the time constraints, I normally don't do this, but I did write out my remarks, okay? Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Good evening.
For the record, my name is Dorothy Carolyn Low, and I am speaking on behalf of the Williamsburg Estate Citizens Association, of which I am president. My community's most pressing concern is the county's lack of attention to our transportation issues, specifically congested roads and lack of public transportation. We are located on Rosaryville Road in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, between Maryland 223, which is Woodyard Road, and Maryland 301. It appears to us that the county has all but forgotten us in the areas of road improvements and access to public transportation, despite our many pleas for help. It is my understanding that developers are required to pay the county a fee for each new home that is built, which fee is assessed for infrastructure to include road and transportation improvements. I have been advised that those assessed fees go into the county's general fund. What my community fails to understand is why, despite the number of new homes that have been constructed in the surrounding area and the resulting increase in the number of vehicles on Rosaryville Road, nothing has been done to ease the traffic congestion. It is unfortunate that road improvements are not made prior to new construction, as has been done in other jurisdictions, but that is not what our county requires. We are currently facing a situation that will exacerbate traffic congestion as the Walton-Cantor Creek project on Frank Tippett Road, just behind Williamsburg Estates, is developed. The addition of a second left turn lane onto Rosaryville Road has been approved by the Planning Commission. This will facilitate the entry onto Rosaryville Road, but will increase the difficulty of our residents getting out of our development. Consequently, we are requesting that the county consider our plight in the 2014 budget cycle by having funds allocated to the Department of Public Works and Transportation that will be earmarked for installing a traffic light at one of the entrances to Williamsburg Estates so that we can enter Rosaryville Road safely without having to wait an unacceptable length of time for traffic to clear in both directions. Department of Public Works and Transportation has already documented Williamsburg Drive and Rosaryville Road as a failing intersection, and our residents' constant complaints confirm that this is truly a failing intersection. The other intersection, Churchville Drive and Rosaryville Road, though not documented by Department of Public Works and Transportation, is also a failing intersection. This second intersection is even closer to the turning lane from Frank Tippett Road and is first to encounter the oncoming traffic from both Maryland 301 and Frank Tippett Road. Additionally, as the county considers new bus routes, we urgently request that we be considered in the planning. Several years ago, before the budget crunch, our area, including Marlton on Maryland 301, was number 3 on the list to be considered for a new bus route. Now we are not even on the radar screen. The current routes of the bus serve Clinton below us and other areas of Upper Marlboro, but there is no route that serves the Rosaryville or Marlton areas. It is our belief that the addition of such a bus route
think
would greatly ease traffic congestion along Rosaryville Road. I'm almost done. Our commuters would be able to use the Branch Avenue or Suitland Road metro stations and not have to drive their cars. We understand that Prince George's County faces difficult budget decisions, but as tax-paying citizens of this great county, we deserve the same consideration as other communities. Thank you for our consideration for your consideration of our community's needs.
it's always a pleasure, Carolyn. I think Ms. Hubbard heard you loud and clear. Certainly, we've written down the areas that you talked about. Let me just say something about transportation real quick before we call up the next speaker. Last year, I think we put somewhere around $40 million into our transportation fund for the county. And we're in Annapolis asking for money to go into the transportation infrastructure fund for the state. The county is carrying both state and county roads right now. Unless we get resources back from the states, we're going to be in real trouble when it comes to transportation. So it's important, we're going to do our part, but it's important for us to be in Annapolis fighting for the resources and letting the governor know we need more money as we develop projects here.
Our next speaker is Pat ONeill.
Good evening. My name is Pat ONeill, and I'm the president of the Winbrook Citizens Association. I have 3 concerns. 2 of them are with public works and transportation. The Winbrook community is over 30 years old. Winbrook Drive, the main street in the development, was repaved 3 years ago, while most of the interior streets in the development have never been repaved. Each year, you put a Band-Aid on it. You fix the potholes, then the following year you come back and fix the potholes. It seems cheaper if you would fix those streets correctly, and then you wouldn't have to come back every year to fix the streets and then not completely do it the right way. My other concern is that we need calming devices in residential neighborhoods. The only calming device now is hopefully the police will come and write traffic tickets. This summer, we had 2 pedestrians under 30 years old that were killed on Winbrook Drive. The traffic was at one child or one young adult was killed while someone was speeding at 70 miles an hour. We have spoken to Public Works, and we need you to put in the budget so that they can now provide common devices for the neighborhoods. We realize that you have cameras, but the cameras are only used in school for areas that have schools within a mile. My third concern is for education. Our schools are now not excellent. If you look at the top 50 schools on the Maryland report card, the only high school that is representative by Prince George's County is Eleanor Roosevelt, which is number 3. The only middle school is Robert Goddard French Immersion School, which is number 17, and 2 elementary schools, none of which are in the South County. I don't know what's going on. I do not know whether you have enough money in the budget. All I know is that we expect excellence out of our children. We need to give them that. At the end, I would like to say 100 years from now, it would not matter what kind of car we drive, what kind of house we live in, how much money was in our bank account. But the world may be a better place because we were an important life to a child. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Before we call up the next speaker, I'd like to recognize Vince Canales with the Fraternal Order of Police, the president. Thank you, Vince, for coming out. And I just saw our council member, Mel Franklin, walk in. Mel, if you'd like to greet us. Mel, why don't you come on up here and say hi? Since we'll be passing a budget down to Mel very soon.
How you doing? Good, good. Hope you're doing well this evening. It's good to be with you. This is a challenging time for the budget, as I'm sure the county executive has mentioned, but we are making the county stronger. We're working hard to protect our cherished priorities while we still try to balance the budget, which we have to do every year constitutionally. So I look forward to listening. That's what these sessions are about. We want to hear from you all. What do you care about? What are your priorities? We work for you. Okay, we work for you. I see the library folks out there. I see, all right. Okay, yeah. We have a very vocal Friends of the Library organization in South County, and I want to definitely commend you all for fighting for the libraries every single year. But we have a lot of important priorities, and we want to hear from everybody about what you care about. We have to make tough choices, and so what you let us know that you care about, that's what we're going to care about, because that's our jobs. So thank you, and I look forward to listening and, chiming in whenever I'm needed. All right. Thank you, folks. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mel. You're doing a great job. All right. Our next customer.
William Cabot.
I'll save everybody 3 minutes by submitting a statement for the record on behalf of the Indian Head Highway Area Action Council.
Thank you, Mr.
Whomever
Cabot.
should receive this.
You can bring it up. Our next person is Robert Council.
Hi, I'm Jim Huddle speaking on behalf of Robert Council. Robert's the president of the Riverbend Estates Neighborhood Association. Robert couldn't be here tonight because of a death in his family.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
But we'd like to thank you and DPW&T for the excellent job you've done on the design of an improved Oxon Hill Road between the J.C. Center and Fort Foote Elementary School. It will become a model for complete streets, that is, streets designed and operated to enable safe access for all users, with bike lanes for cyclists, sidewalks and safe road crossings for pedestrians, adequate facilities for transit riders, and traffic calming for the comfort and safety of everyone. Our association is also concerned about traffic on Indian Head Highway and appreciate you making it the county's top transportation priority. We look forward to the spillover from 210 onto our local roads being reduced by the improvements to 210 intersections. I'm also speaking tonight on behalf of the Oxon Hill Bicycle and Trail Club. Our over 400 members appreciate what you and other county officials have done to make the county a better place for cyclists and pedestrians. I commend the Baker administration on the good work being done on the bicycle and pedestrian guidelines and the complete street policy as required by CB 2 2012, which states the requirements for adequate public, pedestrian, and bikeway facilities in county centers and connectors. Cyclists are glad to see that the county has started construction on an improved Oxon Hill Road, which will be a model for complete streets with its bike lanes, sidewalks, and traffic calming. Oxon Hill Road is an important link for cyclists traveling to and from the Woodrow Wilson Bridge Trail to Virginia and the Oxon Cove Trail to D.C. The road is a key segment in the 250-mile-long Potomac Heritage National Scenic Trail on-road bike route between Washington and Point Lookout. The National Park Service has given road signs to the county for the Potomac Heritage Trail. We look forward to the county, to DPW&T, installing these signs soon to help guide cyclists along the route through Prince George's County and to make more people aware of this nationally significant bike route. Southern Prince George's County has become a popular cycling area for residents and for cyclists from outside the county who come here to enjoy all Prince George's County has to offer. The Patuxent River Rural Legacy Bicycle Ride each June attracts more than 500 cyclists to the county's rural areas along the Patuxent River. The Star Spangled Banner National Historic Trail celebrates the 200th anniversary of our national anthem and the role citizens of Prince George's County played in the War of 1812. The county has made much progress in repaving some of our rural roads, but many more roads must be repaved if they are to be safe and suitable for cycling. 3 roads that especially come to mind in need of repaving are the stretch of Livingston Road between Piscataway Road and Farmington Road on the Potomac Heritage Route, Van Brady Road on the Patuxent Rural Legacy Route, and Nightingham Road on the Star Spangled Banner Route. So I hope you can find funds for DPW&T to repave some of these county roads. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony.